The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1.
In the rolling hills of Ephraim lived a woman named Hannah and her husband Elkanah. Now, when they moved into their first home, the nursery was the first room that Hannah set up. Swaddling clothes go in this basket, cradle right here, rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. Wait, who would put a baby in a tree? But years passed and more years and no baby came. I don't understand. Each year, Hannah traveled with her husband, Elkanah, and others from their town to Shiloh to visit God's house, to worship him, and together they ate a celebratory meal to honor God. Well, the others ate the meal. Hannah just kind of stared at her plate. I don't feel very good. Another woman, Peninnah, laughed at her. There must be something wrong with you. I mean, no kids? Just look at my sweet angel. Charlie bit my finger.
Well, she put ants in my lentils.
Silence in your mouths. Clearly, you must have messed something up. I can't think what. God's probably forgotten all about you. No, that can't be true. Elkanah stepped in. Peninnah, leave her alone. But Hannah had already rushed out of the tent, and Elkanah found her fighting back tears.
Why are you crying? Why won't you eat? Don't I mean more to you than 10 sons?
It's been so long. I've been asking God for so long. Too upset to even hear Elkanah's kind words, Hannah stumbled back towards God's house. She made her way inside, past the priest sitting at the door, Eli. Kneeling down, she wept and whispered her desperate prayer. Lord, you rule over everything. Please, see how much I'm hurting and help me. Don't forget about me. Please give me a son. Hannah paused and took a deep breath. If you give me a child, I'll give him back to you and he'll serve you his whole life. Eli watched from the door with a frown. He could see Hannah's lips moving, but he couldn't hear a word she said. She's loopy. There's something wrong with her. Standing, the priest stalked over to Hannah. Get up! Get up! This is no place for nonsense. No, please listen to me, sir. I'm deeply troubled, and I'm telling God about it. Hannah struggled to her feet to face Eli. Don't think badly of me. I've come here to pray since I'm so sad right now. Eli saw that Hannah was truly distressed and that she had been pouring her heart out to God.
Go in peace. May God give you what you have asked for.
Thank you. Thank you. May you be pleased with me. Leaving the tent, Hannah wiped her eyes and returned to the place where they were eating. Hannah, I think I'll finish my dinner now.
You seem different.
Hannah nodded. A deep peace had filled her. She knew whatever happened, God had heard her. He was in control. The next day, after worship, Hannah and Elkanah traveled home. The seasons turned, rains came, the harvest passed, and before it was time for Hannah and Elkanah to return to God's house again, God had given them a tiny baby boy. Rock-a-bye baby, no treetop for you.
What should we name him?
I asked the Lord for this baby, and he listened. So we'll call him Samuel. God has heard. Hannah and Elkanah loved their little boy, and he grew strong. But Hannah never forgot the promise she'd made to God. If you give me a child, I'll give him back to you, and he'll serve you his whole life. So one year, when Hannah and Elkanah returned to God's house, Hannah searched for the priest Eli. "Pardon me, sir. I'm the woman who stood here beside you praying to the Lord." Eli studied her carefully.
I remember.
"I prayed for this child, and the Lord has given me what I asked. So now I'm giving him to the Lord." Eli nodded and knelt down to the boy.
Hi, I'm Eli.
The boy stared back and smiled.
I'm Samuel.
Eli glanced back up at Hannah. He knew it wasn't easy for her to leave her son.
God has done an amazing thing.
Yes, he has. He's filled my heart with joy and made me strong. He saved me.
May the Lord give you even more children.
Samuel continued to grow, and he served God faithfully. Hannah visited him every year, and God gave Elkanah and Hannah 5 more sons and daughters, and every single one was worth the wait.